Alright, so here today, this is basically everything you need to know, or everything we know right now at this moment in time about the upcoming collaboration. Remember that this collaboration is going to be, I'm hoping, a big one, because again, the IP is a very popular one between a lot of my comments and a lot of my viewers, because again, I originally covered 7DS. I told a lot of players that I would cover this game, and I know a lot of these people from the 7DS community, so I'm like, this is definitely going to be a very popular collab for this game, given the IP and the power of it from the same developer. So it's a hand-in-hand thing, right? Today, we're going to talk about it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. Let's hop into it. This is everything you need to know and everything we know right now with the upcoming collaboration. Be ready for it, and like and sub up. Helps out. So first things first, let's start off with this. The thing is, February calendar did go and release a few days ago, and with it, it told you right then and there the collaboration will start on February 15th. In this image, again, it confirms a few things. We're going to be getting again, collab campaign, something that Grand Cross has thrown out the window, which is moronic at best. Over here, we have this entire thing, and again, it's going to be a fun little event. The last event was not that bad. It was actually a pretty fun one. You got to introduce, you got to be introduced to the new characters. They kind of had a little bit of a mingling with the other characters in our current story here. It was a very cool thing. Definitely, the events in this game are hated heavily, but they aren't that bad. They really aren't that bad. So for what it was, these three characters being introduced from an IP that I wasn't the biggest fan of. I still enjoyed the collaboration. It was fun. It was enjoyable. The storyline and everything was good. It was good. Let's be honest here. It was very good, right? But after that, we're going to also have three new characters, one being a SSR, another one being a SSR, and one being an SSR Plus. Again, we have no idea which is which. In my opinion, or in players' opinions, Meliodas should be the SSR Plus. The other two should remain to be the SSRs. Again, the collaboration IP is 7 Deadly Sins, if I haven't already said that, which I may have not. But with that, yes, 7 Deadly Sins is the IP. The three characters will be, again, over here. Elizabeth, it will be Meliodas, and it will be Escanor via our leaks. Unless something changes here, or they quickly swap something in, that should be the case. And again, the silhouettes prove that to us, being two male characters, one female character. Again, one female character and two male characters, as the leak showed us. This has a lot of credibility, and it makes a lot of sense. So that's where we currently stand. Who is the SSR Plus? Who are the SSRs? As of right now, we don't know. It would make a lot of sense if this happens to be the SSR Plus, or even this. But again, at this moment in time, the current speculation from the community is SSR Plus here and two SSRs on the side. That is what players are going for. On top of that, you're going to get a check-in event. This check-in event will give you a ton of summons, both for the collaboration and for raw suspendium to use on the collaboration. That's what you're going to get over here. It's a 14-day check-in event, as this event probably is just going to be a 14-day event. Grand Cross does 3-week collaborations. We here do 2-week collaborations, so please keep that in mind. Also, we're going to have event missions for the entire collaboration itself. With these event missions, you will get a free SSR. That is how it goes. Wait, is it a free SSR Plus, actually? Okay, I think it's a free SSR Plus, but I could be wrong. That will happen, and the free SSR is here. So a free SSR Plus here, so that might be Meliodas, or that might be Escanor, or even Elizabeth. I have no idea. Whoever the SSR Plus is chosen, that's there. It will also give you a crap ton of summons, and it will also give you a crap ton of other rewards to use to level up your characters and your Shinsu links and everything that you need to level up according in the event. Also, again, the Tomb of Tortured Souls will give you a bunch of materials, a bunch of summons to the entire event banner, and it will give you a free SSR. That being one of them. I think the other one will be free. So how it works here is, in this game, we need a lot of dupes to, kind of get characters maxed out. So they will be okay with giving you a standard copy, because the standard copy is pretty low. It's pretty useless. You need to dupe the character. You need like 17 dupes. It's a lot, I know. But last time, I did get to complete the entire collaboration with about 100k at the start of the event, and a little bit extra at the duration of the event. So it worked out for me. I didn't need that much, but if you have really bad luck, you might need a lot. So keep that in mind. But yeah, that's where we currently stand. So again, free SSR here, free SSR Plus here, free SSR here. Again, the three characters being Elizabeth, Meliodas, and Escanor. On the aspect of how the characters will be functioning, that will be a really awkward thing or a weird thing, right? Because we don't know if this is going to be like a permanent thing where they go and buff one meta. With our first ever collaboration, we had Yun over here have green abilities, correct? We had this character over here being also a green character. We had this character over here being a green character. With the 7 Deadly Sins, you would expect they all work on the same team, because they're the 7 Deadly Sins, damn it. It would make sense. But we don't know if they're going to keep that same philosophy. A lot of players were not in the 100%, oh, this is so stupid, or this is so good. It was all 50-50s. Like, oh, this is moronic, this is good. It was, again, like that because players wanted to have different, buffs for different, basically being the colors, right? One being a red buff, a blue buff, a green buff, not 3 green buffs, correct? So we'll see what happens here, but I do hope that they work on the same team, right? Let's say they buff red. you already have so many red support characters. Make that work. You can actually build a decent team here. I definitely think that purple right now already is perfect. So these characters are at least going to be purple or light. We'll murder them. If you do it for blue, because blue is clearly a less liked collab, or a less liked color, definitely when it comes to our game. Definitely these 3 characters could fit under that. When it comes to green, it doesn't make sense because we just had 3 green characters from the last collaboration. It makes no sense. So where it stands right now is, if they were to make it blue, I'm okay with that. Red, I'm still okay with that. Purple and yellow is rough because you already have your yellow and purple carries of the century, and those teams are very stacked already. So fitting them on a new team will be the must-do because you can't fit them on the current team. Or again, each character serving their own purpose. One character being like red, one character being blue, one character being green. All like opposite what they did here, making them all sort of the same color, correct? That's a thing that we'll have to find out, but I am curious because players were not happy with the green thing, but there were players that loved it. They loved the idea of having the collaboration together, and they all buff each other. Like, that was a fun thing for players, but it's never a way where you can make everybody happy, so you're forced to do it in whatever way they choose to. That's really how it stands. But again, Escanor, Meliodas, and Elizabeth, a lot of potential from these 3 characters. The information floating around about this character specifically is this character might have a revive on her ult, or a revive in general in just her base kit. So keep this in mind. Right now in this game, we kind of prioritize revives a lot, and the ability to revive a different character might actually be very busted. But we'll see how that actually turns out and how good that revive can actually come through with, and how long it actually takes to proc, right? Because that's a big thing too. It's like, procs every 60 seconds or after killing like half the team, right? So we'll have to see that, but these characters do have potential. It is from their other IP, so I do hope they're pretty good. When it came to like the rankings of the last characters, how broken were they? They weren't like insanely broken. Each character served a purpose, and I think that they did fine with them. This character ended up being the worst, which hurt me the most. This character being the best in a way. This one being like just close second. That's really what happened. She won because of the invincibility and whatever she does or provides to the team. She got a little bit more knocked back because, again, sometimes her ult, like you would expect a lot of damage from it, she just didn't get that. And though she is a very hard damage dealer for like boss content and whatnot, she does great. She wasn't like the best of the best, so ended up on tier list being pretty low. So I'm hoping that these characters can at least get out of that, because it would suck if like the IP of 7 Deadly Sins gets into the game and they get like murdered by the entire roster. So I'm hoping that they just at least end up base S tier or A tier, not double S, right? At least just bare minimum S tier or A tier, so the characters have potential and can be used to actually function in our current meta, regardless of how many dupes you put on them. Hopefully, when you do max dupe them, though, you can actually get them to work. You know what I mean? That's what I kind of hope. So we will see what happens on that front, but basically that's kind of what we know here. February 15th is the launch date. The characters will end up being the 3 as mentioned from the 7 Deadly Sins IP, being Escanor, Meliodas, and again Elizabeth. I know a lot of players are depressed in my comments saying like, dude, Gother, Bond, Merlin, a lot of characters that didn't end up coming out, which is okay to me because I definitely know that this collaboration, or this IP specifically, will happen more often. Like, we'll get another 7 Deadly Sins, and there are so many characters to provide in those updates. Merlin, Gother, and then who's the third that would do? Bond, right? There you go. And you'll just continue onwards. There's so many characters from this verse to add in. So if they end up doing another collaboration via this IP, it makes sense because it's promoting their other game. It also makes sense because it would work because of how many characters and how popular those characters are among the community and among the player base, and just in general, right? Just seeing that as an IP here is a big thing. So definitely you can see that in the future. But again, that's where we currently stand. After this event, if you care more for the Tower God IP, nothing really to look forward to other than this character here, which I believe is not Yuri. I realized that as my comments told me. It's a different character, potentially. Or it's just Child Yuri. It's one of the tips, so we'll have to find out soon, but that's definitely one of the things there. So let me know what you think about this. That is, again, talk about the collaboration. We'll see how these characters turn out, Elizabeth, Meliodas, and Escanor. I am hoping they turn out to be pretty solid, because, again, it's Elizabeth, Meliodas, and Escanor. Dude, they're freaking sick. But we'll see. All right, take care, have fun, and I'll see you soon with another video talking about what you should prep and what you should do right now. All right, take care.